excretory product and their elimination में सेक्शन बी ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप क्वेश्चंस। Question first. All of the following components of blood are present in filtrate that normally enters in nephron after ultrafiltration except option 1 glucose, option 2 urea, option 3 alanine, option 4 albumin। जी हाँ, all of the following components of food are present in filtrate that normally enters in nephron after ultrafiltration except albumin। चलिए आंसर फिर से बोलिए। जी हाँ, all of the following components of blood, that is glucose, urea, alanine, present in filtrate that normally enters in nephron after ultrafiltration except albumin। Question second. Presence of which of the following substance does not favor formation of large quantities of dilute urine? First, caffeine. Second, coffee. Third, beer alcohol. And last, ENF। जी हाँ, presence of ENF does not favor formation of large quantity of dilute urine। चलिए आंसर फिर से बताइए। जी हाँ, presence of ENF does not favor formation of large quantity of dilute urine। Question third. Choose the option that would be found in medullary pyramid of kidney in man. First, renal corpuscle. Second, Malpighian body. Third, DCT. Fourth, lobes of Henle। जी हाँ, loop of Henle would be found in medullary pyramid of kidney in man। आंसर फिर से बताइए। जी हाँ, loop of Henle would be found in medullary pyramid of kidney in man। Question 4. If a person passes very dilute urine but his blood glucose level is normal and he also drinks more water than a normal person, then this condition may be due to। जी हाँ, if a person passes very dilute urine but his blood glucose level is normal and he also drinks more water than a normal person, then this condition may be due to decreased release of vasopressin from posterior pituitary। चलिए आंसर फिर से बताइए। जी हाँ, if a person passes very dilute urine but his blood glucose level is normal and he also drinks more water than a normal person, then this condition may be due to decreased release of vasopressin from posterior pituitary। Question 5. In which segment of nephron does tubular fluid have the highest osmolarity? जी हाँ, loop of Henle segment of nephron. Does tubular fluid have the highest osmolarity? आंसर फिर से बताइए। जी हाँ, loop of Henle segment of nephron. Does tubular fluid have the highest osmolarity? Question 6. In which of the following organisms its excretory structures are not correctly matched? Option 1. Amphioxus proteinuria with solenocyte. Option 2. Human, that is kidney, liver, pseudophilic gland. Option 3. Cockroach, that is Malpighian body. Option 4. Antennal gland or green gland of prawn. जी हाँ, not correctly matched pair is cockroach, Malpighian body. आंसर फिर से बोलिए। जी हाँ, not correctly matched pair is cockroach, Malpighian body. Question 7. Cortical portion of kidney projecting between the medullary pyramids in human kidney are called? जी हाँ, cortical portion of kidney projecting between the medullary pyramids in human kidney are called columns of botany. आंसर फिर से बोलिए। जी हाँ, cortical portion of kidney projecting between the medullary pyramids in human kidney are called columns of botany. Question 8. Mark the odd one with respect to hormone, its source and function. First option ADH, source adenohypophysis, function increase loss of water through urine. Hormone aldosterone, source adrenal cortex, stimulate the reabsorption of Na plus and water from DCT. Option third ANF, source SA node of heart, function causes vasodilation and increase blood volume but decreases blood pressure. Option fourth renin, source liver, converts angiotensinogen into angiotensin second. जी हाँ, ऑप्शन सेकेंड एल्डोस्टेरोन, source adrenal cortex, function stimulates the reabsorption of sodium ion and water from density, is odd one with respect to hormone, its source and function. आंसर फिर से बोलिए। जी हाँ, ऑप्शन सेकेंड एल्डोस्टेरोन, source adrenal cortex, function stimulates the reabsorption of sodium ion and water from density, is odd one with respect to hormone, its source and function. Question 9. Glycosuria and ketonuria in urine are indicative of which of the following disorder? जी हाँ, glycosuria and ketonuria in urine are indicative of डायबिटीज मेलाइटस। आंसर फिर से बोलिए। जी हाँ, glycosuria and ketonuria in urine are indicative of diabetes mellitus. Question 10. If a fructan compound is obtained from the roots of dahlia is injected into human blood, to which of the following step of urine formation will not be subjected? जी हाँ, if a fructan compound is obtained from the roots of dahlia is injected into human blood, then ultrafiltration of urine formation, it will be subjected. आंसर फिर से बोलिए। जी हाँ, if a fructan compound is obtained from the roots of dahlia is injected into human blood, then ultrafiltration of urine formation, it will be subjected. Question 11. Peritubular capillaries of the nephron arise from? जी हाँ, peritubular capillaries of the nephron arise from efferent arteriole. आंसर फिर से बोलिए। जी हाँ, peritubular capillaries of the nephron arise from efferent arteriole. Question 12. People who lack the ability to produce aldosterone while die if untreated because of? जी हाँ, people who lack the ability to produce aldosterone will die if untreated because of excess loss of salt and water and buildup of calcium ion in blood. चलिए आंसर को फिर से बताइए। जी हाँ, people who lack the ability to produce aldosterone will die if untreated because of excess loss of salt and water and buildup of potassium ion in blood. Which of the following is incorrect match of the following organisms and their excretory waste? Option first, terrestrial insect, frog and all bony fishes to ureotelic. Option second, reptiles, birds and land snail, uricotelic. Option third, mammals, toad and marine fishes, ureotelic. Option fourth, tadpole, aquatic insect and salamander to monotelic. जी हाँ, incorrect match of organism and their excretory waste is terrestrial insects, frog and all bony fishes to ureotelic. चलिए आंसर फिर से बताइए। जी हाँ, incorrect match of organism and their excretory waste is terrestrial insect, frog and all bony fishes to ureotelic. Question 14. Read the following statement. How many of the following statement are correct? Statement first. loop of Henle is absent in frog. Statement second, in jaundice, blood level of bilirubin becomes very high. Statement C, kangaroo rat excrete hypertonic urine. Statement D, hypersecretion of antidiuretic hormone can lead to diabetes insipidus. जी बिल्कुल, इनमें से 3 स्टेटमेंट करेक्ट है। Question 15, all of the following are excreted through sebum except जी हाँ, all of the following excreted through sebum, that is sterols, hydrocarbon waxes except NaCl। चलिए आंसर फिर से बताइए। जी हाँ, all of the following are excreted through sebum, that is sterols, hydrocarbons, waxes except NaCl। Question 16, choose the correct one for cortical nephrons। जी हाँ, correct one for cortical nephrons is vasa recta is absent or poorly developed। आंसर फिर से बताइए। जी हाँ, correct for cortical nephron is vasa recta is absent or poorly developed। Question 17, which of the following reaction is catalyzed by arginase enzyme in urea cycle? जी हाँ, arginine ornithine plus urea catalyzed by arginase enzyme in urea cycle। आंसर फिर से बताइए। जी हाँ, catalyzed by arginine enzyme in urea cycle is arginine to ornithine plus urea। Question 18, all of the following are involved in increasing the glomerular blood pressure and GFR except जी हाँ, all of the following are involved in increasing glomerular pressure and GFR, that is antidiuretic hormone angiotensin second atrial natriuretic peptide। आंसर फिर से बताइए। जी हाँ, all of are involved in increasing the glomerular pressure and GFR, first antidiuretic hormone, second angiotensin, second third aldosterone, except atrial natriuretic peptide। Question 19, juxta medullary nephron differs from cortical nephron in जी हाँ, juxta medullary nephrons differs in cortical nephrons in number, length of loop of Henle, presence of vasa recta और लोकेशन इन किडनी। चलिए आंसर फिर से बताइए। जी हाँ, जक्स्टा मेडुलरी नेफ्रॉन differs from cortical nephron in number, length of loop of Henle, presence of vasa recta, location in kidney. Question 20. Following diagram represents longitudinal section of kidney with shortened labeled parts A, B, C, and D. Which of the following is correct explanation of the labeled parts? जी हाँ, B contains loop of Henle and collecting ducts. आंसर फिर से बताइए। जी हाँ, B contains loop of Henle and collecting ducts. Question 21. Contraction of which of the following smooth muscle results in a release of urine out from urinary bladder? जी हाँ, डेट्रूजर मसल वह स्मूथ मसल है जो कि रिजल्ट्स करता है इन ए रिलीज ऑफ यूरिन आउट फ्रॉम यूरिनरी ब्लैडर। आंसर फिर से बताइए। जी हाँ, डेट्रूजर मसल वह स्मूथ मसल है जो कि रिजल्ट्स करता है इन ए रिलीज ऑफ यूरिन आउट फ्रॉम यूरिनरी ब्लैडर। Question 22. Proximal convoluted tubule of nephron differs from distal convoluted tubule in? जी हाँ, proximal convoluted tubule of nephron differs from distal convoluted tubule in having brush bordered cuboidal epithelium. आंसर फिर से बताइए। जी हाँ, proximal convoluted tubule of nephron differs करता है from distal convoluted tubule in having brush bordered cuboidal epithelium. Question 23. Which of the following statement is correct with respect to juxtamedullary nephron? जी हाँ, the correct statement with respect to juxtamedullary nephron is that their glomeruli lie close to the inner margin of cortex. आंसर फिर से बोलिए। जी हाँ, correct statement with respect to juxtamedullary nephron is their glomeruli lies close to the inner margin of cortex. Question 24. Consider the following four statements A, B, C, and D and state whether they are true or false. जी हाँ, statement A, that is an excessive loss of fluid from body stimulates the osmoreceptor, which stimulate hypothalamus to release antidiuretic hormone, that is ADH, or vasopressin from the neurophysis is correct, but three statement B, C, and D are false. Question 25. Which of the following statement is correct with respect to micturition? जी हाँ, correct statement with respect to micturition is CNS passes on motor message to initiate relaxation of urethral sphincter. आंसर फिर से बताइए। जी हाँ, करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट विद रिस्पेक्ट टू micturition is CNS passes on motor message to initiate a relaxation of urethral sphincter. Question 26. All of the following are related to human kidney except जी हाँ, ह्यूमन किडनी से रिलेटेड स्टेटमेंट है रेट्रोपेरिटोनियल पोजीशन इन बॉडी. Second, right kidney is slightly lower than left kidney. Third, present outside coelom, except situated close to ventral wall of abdominal cavity. चलिए आंसर फिर से बताइए. जी हाँ, रिलेटेड स्टेटमेंट्स to human kidney is first retroperitoneal position in body. Second, right kidney is slightly lower than left kidney. Third, present outside coelom, except situated close to the ventral wall of abdominal cavity. Question 27. Antennal glands or green glands are excretory structures of. जी हाँ, antennal glands or green glands are excretory structures of prawn. जी हाँ, antennal glands or green glands are excretory structures of prawn. Question 28. Filtration slits or slit pores are species maintained by. जी हाँ, filtration slits और slit pores are species maintained by porocytes in visceral layer of Bowman's capsule. फिर से आंसर बताइए. जी हाँ, filtration slits और slit pores are species maintained by porocytes in visceral layer of Bowman's capsule. Question 29. All of the following functions are attributed to ADH except. जी हाँ, all of the following functions are attributed to ADH. That is, increase in glomerular blood flow, increase in body fluid volume except promoting diuresis, and decrease in blood pressure. चलिए आंसर फिर से बताइए. जी हाँ, all of the following functions are attributed to ADH. That is, increase in glomerular blood flow and increase in body fluid volume except promoting diuresis, decreases in blood pressure. Question 30. A special sensitive region called juxtaglomerular apparatus, that is JGA, is formed by certain cells of. जी हाँ, a special sensitive region called juxtaglomerular apparatus, that is JGA, is formed by certain cells of distal convoluted tubule and afferent arteriole. चलिए आंसर को फिर से बोलिए. जी हाँ, a special sensitive region called juxtaglomerular apparatus, that is JGA, is formed by certain cells of distal convoluted tubule and efferent arteriole. चलिए रिवाइज कीजिए सेक्शन सी प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस को. Question first. Presence of which of the following conditions in urine are indicative of diabetes mellitus? जी हाँ, presence of ketonuria and glycosuria in urine are indicative of diabetes mellitus. आंसर फिर से बोलिए. जी हाँ, presence of ketonuria and glycosuria in urine are indicative of diabetes mellitus. Question second. Which of the following would help in prevention of diuresis? जी हाँ, reabsorption of sodium ion and water from renal tubule due to aldosterone हेल्प करता है इन प्रिवेंशन ऑफ डायूरेसिस. आंसर फिर से बताइए. जी हाँ, reabsorption of sodium ion and water from renal tubule due to aldosterone हेल्प करता है इन प्रिवेंशन ऑफ डायूरेसिस. Question third. The increase in osmolarity from outer to inner medullary interstitium is maintained due to. जी हाँ, the increase in osmolarity from outer to inner medullary interstitium is maintained due to close proximity between Henle's loop and vasa recta and countercurrent mechanism. चलिए आंसर फिर से बोलिए. जी हाँ, the increase in osmolarity from outer to inner medullary interstitium is maintained due to close proximity between Henle's loop and vasa recta and countercurrent mechanism. Question 4. Select the correct statement. जी हाँ, रिडक्शन इन ग्लोमेरुलर फिल्ट्रेशन रेट एक्टिवेट्स करता है जीजी सेल्स टू रिलीज रेडिन. यह करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट है. आंसर फिर से बताइए. जी हाँ, रिडक्शन इन ग्लोमेरुलर फिल्ट्रेशन रेट एक्टिवेट्स करता है जीजी सेल्स को टू रिलीज रेनिन. यह करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट है. क्वेश्चन 5. बताइए आप डिसेंडिंग लिम्ब ऑफ हैंडलेस लूप का मैचिंग किससे कीजिएगा. जी हाँ, डिसेंडिंग लिम्ब ऑफ हैंडलेस लूप की मैचिंग रीएब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ वाटर ओनली से होगा. जी हाँ, डिसेंडिंग लिम्ब ऑफ हैंडलेस लूप का मैचिंग रीएब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ वाटर ओनली से होगा. प्रॉक्सिमल कन्वोल्यूटेड ट्यूब्यूल की मैचिंग किससे कीजिएगा. जी हाँ, प्रॉक्सिमल कन्वोल्यूटेड ट्यूब्यूल की मैचिंग रीएब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ आयंस वाटर एंड ऑर्गेनिक न्यूट्रिएंट से होगा. जी हाँ, प्रॉक्सिमल कन्वोल्यूटेड ट्यूब्यूल की मैचिंग रीएब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ आयंस वाटर एंड ऑर्गेनिक न्यूट्रिएंट से होगा. एसेंडिंग लिम्ब ऑफ हैंडलेस लूप की मैचिंग किससे कीजिएगा. जी हाँ, एसेंडिंग लिम्ब ऑफ हेनेले स्लोप की मैचिंग आप रीएब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ साल्ट्स ओनली से कीजिएगा। जी हाँ, एसेंडिंग लिम्ब ऑफ हेनेले स्लोप की मैचिंग आप रीएब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ साल्ट्स ओनली से कीजिएगा। डिस्टल कन्वॉल्यूटेड ट्यूब्यूल की मैचिंग किससे कीजिएगा? जी हाँ, डिस्टल कन्वॉल्यूटेड ट्यूब्यूल की मैचिंग कंडीशनल रीएब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ सोडियम एंड वाटर से कीजिएगा। जी हाँ, डिस्टल कन्वॉल्यूटेड ट्यूब्यूल की मैचिंग कंडीशनल रीएब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ सोडियम आयंस एंड वाटर से कीजिएगा। क्वेश्चन 6, मैच द आइटम्स इन कॉलम 1 विद दोज इन कॉलम 2। बताइए, आप पोडोसाइट की मैचिंग किससे कीजिएगा? जी हाँ, पोडोसाइट्स की मैचिंग फिल्ट्रेशन एसिलेट से होगा। जी हाँ, पोडोसाइट्स का मैचिंग फिल्ट्रेशन एसिलेट से होगा। बताइए, प्रोटोनेफ्रेरिया की मैचिंग किससे कीजिएगा? जी हाँ, प्रोटोनेफ्रेरिया की मैचिंग एम्फीऑक्सस से होगी। जी हाँ, प्रोटोनेफ्रेरिया की मैचिंग एम्फीऑक्सस से होगी। बताइए, नेफ्रेरिया की मैचिंग किससे कीजिएगा? जी हाँ, नेफ्रेरिया की मैचिंग एनालिड्स से होगा। नेफ्रेरिया का मैचिंग एनालिड्स से होगा। रीनल कैलकुली की मैचिंग किससे होगी? रीनल कैलकुली की मैचिंग क्रिस्टलाइज्ड ऑक्सलेट्स से होगी। रीनल कैलकुली की मैचिंग क्रिस्टलाइज्ड ऑक्सलेट्स से होगी। क्वेश्चन 7, which of the following factor is responsible for the formation of concentrated urine? जी हाँ, maintaining hyperosmolarity towards inner medullary interstitium in the kidney is responsible for formation of concentrated urine. आंसर फिर से बोलिए। जी हाँ, maintaining hyperosmolarity towards inner medullary interstitium in the kidney is responsible for formation of concentrated urine. Use of an artificial kidney during hemodialysis may result in। जी हाँ, use of artificial kidney during hemodialysis may result in reduced absorption of calcium ions from gastrointestinal tract and reduced RBC production। आंसर फिर से बोलिए। जी हाँ, reduced absorption of calcium ions from gastrointestinal tract and reduced RBC production. Match the item given in column 1 with those in column 2 and select the correct option given below। बताइए, अल्ट्रा फिल्ट्रेशन की मैचिंग किससे कीजिएगा? जी हाँ, अल्ट्रा फिल्ट्रेशन की मैचिंग मैल्पिघियन कॉर्पसल से होगी। अल्ट्रा फिल्ट्रेशन की मैचिंग मैल्पिघियन कॉर्पसल से होगी। कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ यूरिन की मैचिंग किससे कीजिएगा? जी हाँ, कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ यूरिन की मैचिंग हेनलेस लूप से होगी। कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ यूरिन की मैचिंग हेनलेस लूप से होगी। ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑफ यूरिन का मैचिंग किससे कीजिएगा? जी हाँ, ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑफ यूरिन की मैचिंग यूरेटर से होगी। ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑफ यूरिन की मैचिंग यूरेटर से। स्टोरेज ऑफ यूरिन की मैचिंग जी हाँ, स्टोरेज ऑफ यूरिन की मैचिंग यूरिनरी ब्लैडर से। जी हाँ, स्टोरेज ऑफ यूरिन की मैचिंग यूरिनरी ब्लैडर से होगी। Question 10. Match the item given below in column 1 with those in column 2 and select the correct option given below. बताइए, ग्लाइकोस्यूरिया की मैचिंग किससे कीजिएगा? जी हाँ, ग्लाइकोस्यूरिया की मैचिंग प्रेजेंस ऑफ ग्लूकोज इन यूरिन से होगा। गॉट की मैचिंग किससे कीजिएगा? जी हाँ, गॉट की मैचिंग एक्युमुलेशन ऑफ यूरिक एसिड इन ज्वाइंट से होगा। जी हाँ, एक्युमुलेशन ऑफ यूरिक एसिड इन ज्वाइंट। एक्युमुलेशन ऑफ यूरिक एसिड इन ज्वाइंट्स इज गॉट। रेनल कैलकुली की मैचिंग किससे कीजिएगा? रेनल कैलकुली की मैचिंग किससे कीजिएगा? जी हाँ, रेनल कैलकुली मतलब मास ऑफ क्रिस्टलाइज्ड साल्ट्स विदिन द किडनी। जी हाँ, मास ऑफ क्रिस्टलाइज्ड साल्ट्स विदिन द किडनी इज ए रेनल कैलकुली। ग्लोमेरुलर नेफ्राइटिस क्या क्या मतलब है? जी हाँ, ग्लोमेरुलर नेफ्राइटिस मतलब इन्फ्लामेशन इन ग्लोमेरुलाई। जी हाँ, इन्फ्लामेशन इन ग्लोमेरुलाई इज इक्वल्स टू ग्लोमेरुलर नेफ्राइटिस। क्वेश्चन 11. ए डिक्रीज इन ब्लड प्रेशर या फिर वॉल्यूम विल नॉट कॉज द रिलीज ऑफ। जी हाँ, ए डिक्रीज इन ब्लड प्रेशर या फिर वॉल्यूम विल नॉट कॉज द रिलीज ऑफ एट्रियल नाट्रियूरेटिक फैक्टर। जी हाँ, एट्रियल नाट्रियूरेटिक फैक्टर। क्वेश्चन 12. ए पार्ट ऑफ नेफ्रॉन इन्वॉल्व्ड इन एक्टिव reabsorption of sodium is। जी हाँ, ए पार्ट ऑफ नेफ्रॉन इन्वॉल्व्ड इन एक्टिव reabsorption of sodium is proximal convoluted tubule। जी हाँ, proximal convoluted tubule। Human urine is usually acidic because। जी हाँ, ह्यूमन यूरिन इज यूजुअली एसिडिक बिकॉज हाइड्रोजन आयंस आर एक्टिवली सेक्रेटेड इनटू द फिल्ट्रेट। जी हाँ, ह्यूमन यूरिन इज यूजुअली एसिडिक बिकॉज हाइड्रोजन आयन are 14. actively removal secreted of a in proximal convoluted tubule from the nephron will result in। जी हाँ, removal of proximal convoluted tubule from the nephron will result in more diluted urine। जी हाँ, removal of proximal convoluted tubule from the nephron will result in more diluted urine। Which of the following does not favor the formation of large quantities of dilute urine? जी हाँ, रेनिन does not favor the formation of large quantities of dilute urine. Which of the following causes an increase in sodium reabsorption in the distal convoluted tubule? जी हाँ, increase in aldosterone levels causes an increase in sodium reabsorption in distal convoluted tubule. जी हाँ, increase in aldosterone level causes an increase in sodium reabsorption in the distal convoluted tubule. Maximum amount of electrolytes and water 70 to 80% from the glomerular filtrate is reabsorbed in which part of the nephron? जी हाँ, maximum amount of electrolytes and water that is 70 to 80% from the glomerular filtrate is reabsorbed in proximal convoluted tubule of the nephron. Question 18. Which one of the following option gives the correct categorization of 6 animals according to type of nitrogenous waste ABC? The give out. जी हाँ, एमोनोटेलिक एक्वाटिक एम्फीबिया, यूरियोटेलिक फ्रॉग ह्यूमन, यूरोकोटेलिक पिजन लेजार्ड कॉकरोच। राइट मैचिंग है नाइट्रोजीनियस वेस्टेज एंड सेक्रेटर एनिमल से। Question 19. A fall in glomerular filtration rate that is GFR activates. जी हाँ, a fall in glomerular filtration rate that is GFR activates juxta glomerular cells to release renin. जी हाँ, a fall in glomerular filtration rate that is GFR activates juxta glomerular cells to release renin. 20. Which one of the following is not a part of a renal pyramid? जी हाँ, convoluted tubules is not a part of renal pyramid. जी हाँ, convoluted tubules is not a part of renal pyramid. Which one of the following correctly explain the function of a specific part of human nephron? जी हाँ, podocytes create a minute species that is slit pores for the filtration of blood into the Bowman's capsule. Correctly explain करता है the function of a specific part of a human nephron. Question 22. Uricotelic mode of passing out nitrogenous wastage is found in. जी हाँ, यूरिकोटेलिक मोड ऑफ पासिंग आउट नाइट्रोजीनियस वेस्टेज इज फाउंड इन रेप्टाइल्स एंड बर्ड्स। जी हाँ, यूरिकोटेलिक मोड ऑफ पासिंग आउट नाइट्रोजीनियस वेस्टेज इज फाउंड इन रेप्टाइल्स एंड बर्ड्स। 23. Which one of the following statement is correct with respect to kidney function regulation? जी हाँ, correct statement with respect to kidney function regulation is when someone drinks lot of water, ADH release is suppressed. जी हाँ, when someone drinks lot of water, ADH release is suppressed. Question 24. Which one of the following statement in regard to the excretion by the human kidney is correct? जी हाँ, nearly 99% of the glomerular filtrate is reabsorbed by the renal tubules. जी हाँ, 99% of the glomerular filtrate is reabsorbed by the renal tubules. Question 25. The principal nitrogenous excretory compound in humans is synthesized. जी हाँ, the principal nitrogenous excretory compound in humans is synthesized in the liver but eliminated mostly through kidney. जी हाँ, the principal nitrogenous excretory compound in human is synthesized in the liver but eliminated mostly through kidney. In which one of the following organisms is excretory organs are correctly matched? जी हाँ, earthworm, pharyngeal integumentary and septal nephridia is correctly stated. Question 27. What will happen if the stretch receptor of urinary wall are totally removed? जी हाँ, if the stretch receptor of the urinary bladder wall are totally removed, then there will be no micturition. जी हाँ, if the stretch receptor of the urinary bladder wall are totally removed, there will be no micturition. 28. Angiotensinogen is a protein produced and secreted by. जी हाँ, एंजियोटेंसिनोजेन is a protein produced and secreted by liver cells. जी हाँ, एंजियोटेंसिनोजेन is a protein जो कि produced और secreted होता है by liver cells. क्वेश्चन नंबर 29. The net pressure gradient जो कि causes करता है the fluid to filter out of the glomeruli into the capsule is. जी हाँ, the net pressure gradient that causes the fluid to filter out of the glomeruli into the capsule is 20 mmHg. जी हाँ, the net pressure gradient that causes the fluid to filter out the glomeruli into the capsule is 20 mmHg. Question 30. In ornithine cycle, which one of the following wastes are removed from the blood? जी हाँ, क्वेश्चन 30. In ornithine cycle, CO2 and ammonia are the wastes जो कि removed होते हैं from the blood. Question 31. A person is undergoing prolonged fasting. His urine will be found to contain abnormal quantities of. जी हाँ, a person is undergoing prolonged fasting. His urine will be found to contain abnormal quantities of ketones. जी हाँ, a person is undergoing prolonged fasting, his urine will be found to contain abnormal quantities of ketones. Questions. Prayer asked to medical entrance exam 2005. Question number 32. Two animals in which the nitrogenous wastes are excreted from body in the form of uric acid are? जी हाँ, two animals in which the nitrogenous wastes are excreted from body in the form of uric acid are birds and lizards. जी हाँ, two animals in which the nitrogenous wastes are excreted from body in the form of uric acid are birds and lizards. Question 33. Uricotelism is found in birds, reptiles, and insects. जी हाँ, uricotelism is found in birds, reptiles, and insects. Question 34. A terrestrial animal must be able to. जी हाँ, a terrestrial animal must be able to conserve water. जी हाँ, a terrestrial animals must be able to conserve water. Question 35. Uric acid is the chief nitrogenous component of the excretory products of. जी हाँ, uric acid is the chief nitrogenous component of the excretory products of cockroach. जी हाँ, uric acid is the chief nitrogenous component of the excretory products of cockroach. Question 36. If an osmoconformer animal is placed in seawater, then. जी हाँ, if a osmoconformer animal is placed in seawater, then it will change osmolarity of its body fluid. जी हाँ, if an osmoconformer animal is placed in seawater, then it will change osmolarity of its body fluid. Question 37. Contractile vehicle to pump out excess of water is found in. जी हाँ, contractile vehicle to pump out excess of water is found in freshwater protozoan. जी हाँ, contractile vehicle to pump out excess of water is found in freshwater protozoan. Question 38. In uricotelic animals, urea is formed by. जी हाँ, in uricotelic animals, urea is formed by ornithine cycle. जी हाँ, in uricotelic animals, urea is formed by ornithine cycle. Question 39. Arginase enzyme will be operating at which step of ornithine cycle? जी हाँ, arginase enzyme will be operating arginine ornithine step of the ornithine cycle. जी हाँ, arginase enzyme will operating at the step of arginine ornithine of the ornithine cycle. Question 40. Uric acid is produced by metabolism of. जी हाँ, यूरिक एसिड इज प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय मेटाबॉलिज्म ऑफ बोथ एडेनिन एंड guanine. जी हाँ, यूरिक एसिड इज प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय मेटाबॉलिज्म ऑफ एडेनिन एंड guanine both. Question 41. Which out of the four parts mentioned below does not constitute a part of a single uniferous tubule? Option 1, distal convoluted tubule. Option 2, collecting duct. Option 3, Bowman's capsule. Option 4, loop of Henle. जी हाँ, collecting duct constitute नहीं करता है a part of a single uniferous tubule. जी हाँ, collecting duct not constitute a part of a single uriniferous tubule. जी हाँ, single uriniferous tubule. Question 42. मैच द फॉलोइंग. बताइए आप पीसीटी की मैचिंग किससे कीजिएगा? जी हाँ, पीसीटी की मैचिंग रीअब्जॉर्बिंग अबाउट 90% ऑफ द इम्पोर्टेंट बफर HCO3 माइनस फ्रॉम फिल्टरेट से की जाती है. बताइए डिसेंडिंग लूप ऑफ हैनले की मैचिंग किससे कीजिएगा? बताइए डिसेंडिंग लूप ऑफ हैनले की मैचिंग किससे कीजिएगा? जी हाँ, डिसेंडिंग लूप ऑफ हैनले की मैचिंग किससे कीजिएगा? जी हाँ, डिसेंडिंग लिम्ब ऑफ लूप ऑफ हैनले की मैचिंग आप थर्ड परमिएबल टू वाटर बट नॉट टू साल्ट से कीजिएगा. बताइए सी असेंडिंग लूप ऑफ हैनले की मैचिंग किससे कीजिएगा? जी हाँ, असेंडिंग लूप ऑफ हैनले की मैचिंग किससे कीजिएगा? जी हाँ, असेंडिंग लूप ऑफ हैनले की मैचिंग आप सेकेंड परमेबल टू NaCl से कीजिएगा. जी हाँ, परमेबल टू NaCl बट इम्परमेबल टू वाटर. जी हाँ, परमेबल टू NaCl बट इम्परमेबल टू वाटर से कीजिएगा. बताइए DCT की मैचिंग किससे कीजिएगा? जी हाँ, DCT की मैचिंग फंक्शंस इन सोडियम एंड पोटेशियम होम्योस्टैटिस से कीजिएगा. जी हाँ, DCT फंक्शंस इन सोडियम एंड पोटेशियम होम्योस्टैटिस से कीजिएगा. 43. Brass bordered surface is distinct feature of which of the following part of nephron? जी हाँ, ब्रश bordered surface is the distinct feature of PCT part of nephron. जी हाँ, ब्रश bordered surface is the distinct feature of PCT part of nephron. Question 44. Which of the following statement is not true? First, descending limb of loop of Henle is permeable to urea. Second, DCT function in potassium, sodium and homeostasis. Third, descending limb is impermeable to water. Fourth, loop of Henle is largely responsible for concentrating urine. जी हाँ, not ट्रू स्टेटमेंट इज डिसेंडिंग लिम्ब इज इम्परमेबल टू वाटर। जी हाँ, नॉट ट्रू स्टेटमेंट इज डिसेंडिंग लिम्ब इज इम्परमेबल टू वाटर। क्वेश्चन 45, hypertonicity of filtrate is minimum at। जी हाँ, hypertonicity of a filtrate is minimum at cortical region। जी हाँ, hypertonicity of a filtrate is minimum at cortical region। Question 46, as the glomerular filtrate courses the tubules, its composition and osmotic concentration changes due to tubular reabsorption. Which of the following is incorrect match regarding the segment of nephron and osmotic concentration of filtrate? Segment of nephron में ऑप्शन फर्स्ट proximal convoluted tubule और osmotic concentration of filtrate में isotonic to blood plasma। ऑप्शन सेकेंड descending limb of Henle slope hypertonic। ऑप्शन थर्ड ascending limb of Henle slope hypertonic। ऑप्शन चार Bowman's capsule hypertonic। जी हाँ, incorrect match regarding segment of nephron and osmotic concentration of filtrate is Bowman's capsule hypotonic। Question 47, concentrating of urine depends upon which of the following? First, Bowman's capsule. Second, length of Henle slope. Third, PCT. Fourth, network of capillaries arising from glomerulus। जी हाँ, concentration of urine depends upon the length of Henle slope। जी हाँ, concentration of urine depends upon length of Henle slope। Question 48, if Henle slope were absent from mammalian nephron, which of the following is to be expected? जी हाँ, if Henle slope were absent from mammalian nephron, the urine will be more dilute, is to be expected। जी हाँ, if Henle slope were absent from mammalian nephron, the urine will be more dilute, is to be expected। Question 49, which of the following changes can occur in response to increased angiotensin second level? जी हाँ, which of the following changes can occur in response to increased angiotensin second level? जी हाँ, increase in the glomerular hydrostatic pressure, that is GHP। जी हाँ, increase in the glomerular hydrostatic pressure, that is GHP changes can occur in response to increase angiotensin second level। Question 50, which one is mainly responsible for absorption of sodium ion in the PCT part of nephron? जी हाँ, which one is mainly responsible for absorption of sodium ion in the PCT part of nephron? जी हाँ, angiotensin second is mainly responsible for absorption of sodium ion in the PCT part of nephron. जी हाँ, angiotensin second is mainly responsible for absorption of sodium ion in the PCT part of nephron. Question 51. In response to decrease in blood volume and blood pressure, which of the following do not occur? जी हाँ, in response to decrease in blood volume and blood pressure, secretion of ANF, जी हाँ, secretion of ANF do not occur. जी हाँ, secretion of ANF do not occur. Question 52. Which of the following is not a feature of cortical nephron? जी हाँ, which of the following is not feature of cortical nephron? Option first, these are more common, approximately 85% of nephron. Option second, their glomeruli are in outer cortex. Option third, their loop of Henle extend to a short distance into the medulla. Option 4, they are associated with vasa recta. जी हाँ, not a feature of cortical nephron is they are associated with vasa recta. जी हाँ, not a feature of cortical nephron is they are associated with vasa recta. Question 53. A condition of a failure of kidney to form urine is called? जी हाँ, a condition of failure of kidney to form urine is called anuria. जी हाँ, a condition of failure of kidney to form urine is called anuria. जी हाँ, anuria. A condition of failure of kidney to form urine is called anuria. जी हाँ, anuria. Question 54. A condition of failure of kidney to form urine is called? जी हाँ, a condition of a failure of kidney to form urine is called anuria. Question 54. A person who is on a long hunger strike and is surviving only on water will have? जी हाँ, a person who is on a long hunger strike and is surviving only one water will have less urea in his urine. जी हाँ, a person who is on a long hunger strike and is surviving only in water will have less urea in his urine. Question 55. Which of the following is not present in sweet? जी हाँ, which of the following is not present in sweet? Option 1, amino acid. Option second, NaCl. Option 3, lactic acid. और option 4, uric acid. जी हाँ, uric acid is not present in sweet. जी हाँ, uric acid is not present in sweet. जी हाँ, uric acid is not present in sweet. Question 56. Body fluid of sharks and coelacanths can be termed as? जी हाँ, body fluid of sharks and coelacanths can be termed as hyperosmotic and hypoinic to seawater. जी हाँ, body fluid of a shark and coelacanths can be termed as hyperosmotic and hypoionic to seawater. जी हाँ, hypoionic to seawater.